Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming my son Wyatt's 4-month update. I have not filmed any of his updates up until this point because I just kept telling myself I was going to do it and I never got it done. So here's Wyatt. He's 4 months old. He just turned 4 months old and he's 19.9 pounds and he's just a really big boy. At his last doctor's appointment, which was just last week, they asked me if he was interested in what other people were eating, if he was reaching for it, if he was watching you eat, and if he was like smacking his lips together. And I told them yes he was, because he does. And they told me that he's ready to start eating, so we could start the pablum. We've tried it 1.5 times and he seems to like it so far. So they said that once he gets the swallowing technique down, then he can move to other food, but I think I'm going to stick with this for a little while. And he loves to jump. That's his favorite thing to do. We bought him the skip hop jumperoo. In the very beginning, he would jump maybe about 10 to 20 times and be done with it. He would start crying, he wanted out. So I just would be, okay, we'll try again tomorrow, see if you like it tomorrow. And he would slowly get up there in numbers. It has a little counter on the front of it. It's his favorite now. He bounced 155 times one day and it was like, wow, I cannot believe you had that in you. The day before it was like maybe 50. His favorite toy, he loves Sophie. That's his favorite. And he has those, I think they're called O-balls, where they have circles, holes all in them, so you can grab them with both hands. And that's also his other favorite. And he has a little stuffed animal that's a hedgehog and he loves to eat it. Its hair is all crispy and crunchy because he has so much slobber in that toy that it needs to go in the wash and get fluffy again. We just flew home to see my mom a week and a half ago. We just got home. We were gone for 2 weeks, so that was his first flight and he did amazing. On the way there, he cried there's 2 flights. So the second flight, when we were landing, it's on a smaller plane. I think there's like 40 seats on it or something. It's a very small plane. He cried for maybe the last minute and a half when we were landing, but I think his ears were popping. What I had done wrong was I would wait till we were up in the air to feed him, whereas this time I would, like on the way home, I fed him while we were ascending and descending if he was not sleeping. So that worked amazing. He only like whimpered for like 20 seconds when we landed and was still sleeping and didn't wake up. So he did amazing on his flights. He is the most happy little baby there is out there. What else do I have to say about you? So when we were home, my mom has the Jolly Jump, the one that you can hook onto door frames, and so she took that out of the attic. He absolutely loved that one. He loves that one more than his jumperoo downstairs. So we set that one upstairs on this floor because there's just bedrooms and bathroom, and so I'm actually able to take a shower now, which is really nice. He will go into the jumperoo, I hook it to the door to the bathroom, and he just sits there and jumps and talks and laughs and loves life while I take a shower. I can actually shave my legs now, which is very, very nice. Hey, you love jumping, and if you hold him, he will jump on your legs because that's all he wants to do. He does not like his car seat. Driving is kind of a joke. He will be okay for a little while. Most of the time he's fine on the way there, and what we're doing, he's completely content. But then on the way home, he just screams and cries. And I don't know if it's because his car seat, he's getting too small for it. It goes up into 22 pounds. I chose a luxury brand over practical, I would say. If I was to go back, I would probably choose something else. I got the Orbit Baby before they stopped selling it. So now he needs to go into a convertible car seat, and I'm looking between a few of them. I really wish the Nunarava was sold in Canada. They said they're still in the testing phase, so I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna wait. We're gonna get a car seat now, and then when the Nunarava comes to Canada, which I hope it does, and then we'll move the car seat that we already have into my husband's truck, and then I'll get it. Then I want to get that one. But then we just went out and looked. I was looking at the Peg Perego, and then there's 2 maxi cozy ones. There's the Priya and the Jewel. I really liked the Jewel, but it's in the old material, where the Priya has like a nicer, softer, more silky material, which I really liked that versus the more hard, rugged material that the Jewel had. And they said that it's going to come out in the new material, but they just don't know when, but it should be soon. So I'm not sure, but I have to get something now. He has 2 more pounds, but we're gonna get one as soon as possible. So I don't know if that's why he doesn't like his car seat, but he definitely hates it. For flying home, I had bought the Ergo Baby 360 and I love it. It's the best invention there is. I face him in when he's sleeping and face him out if he's awake. It is the most user-friendly, easy thing to use. He has 2 teeth coming in. He was really cranky for maybe about a 2-week period for when his teeth would start to come in, because I think they would raise and then lower, raise and then lower. And right now I think they're lowered, but when they raise, he loses it. So I had bought the Camellia teething medicine. It's like homeopath, I think that's the right word. He loves the taste of it. Like anytime I have given it to him, he like stops crying or whatever he's doing and he just drinks it like he wants it really badly. And I've tried it a little tiny bit of it and it has no taste, so I don't understand. He is an amazing sleeper. He always has been. The first few nights we had brought him home from the hospital, I had him in the bassinet. He cried every 15 minutes. Like I'd feed him, put him in the bassinet, feed him, put him in the bassinet, and then he just, like, it was never ending. And I was so tired that I just pulled him into bed and I would just feed him in bed. And that has really worked for us. I wouldn't say it works for everyone. A health nurse really told me I shouldn't do it and told me it was bad parenting, and then I went to my doctor and she said it's completely fine. So everyone has a different opinion on it, but it works for us. But now he's just too big, and the 3 of us, Wyatt, me, and my husband in bed, is just, there's not enough room. So that's the next step, is to get him out of our bed. So I've been starting to put him in the bassinet to begin with, and then when he wakes up and wants to be fed, I bring him into bed. He only wakes up 1 to 2 times during the night to eat. If he's in bed, he'll roll back and forth and toss and turn and like kind of whimper a little bit, and I know he wants to be fed, because if you don't feed him, then he starts to full-blown cry. But if he's in the bassinet and he wakes up, he'll just full-blown cry. That's the only downfall to sleeping, is I need to now learn how to get him out of my bed. Up until this point, it hasn't been a problem and he sleeps amazing. He will go to bed between 7 and I say 9 o'clock, and you getting tired already? I'm talking about sleep. And he will wake up between 8 and 9:30 every single day. It's like early day is 8 o'clock, late day is like 9:35-ish. But it's always within that window that he wakes up. And I don't know if you can hear, but he is scratching the side of the chair. That is another thing he has started to love this month. He scratches everything. So he's scratching the side of this chair. He'll pick at my shirt while I feed him. The side of the bassinet, he scratches the mesh. Like when he wakes up, he'll scratch it. Downstairs on the couch, he scratches the couch. Like he scratches any fabric that's near him. And I do keep his nails short. That's just a new thing, scratching. My husband had noticed a few things. Like I had sent him a video, and Wyatt was in the Jolly Jump at my mom's house. I said, hey, and he looked over right away. And my husband said he would have never done that before. That's something new that he's been doing. And the other new thing is he will lay on his back and bring his feet up and hold both of his feet, and he will talk. I feel like sometimes it could be an hour he'll be talking for it. Not always on lay on his back, but just sitting up talking to you. He talks a lot. And when he wakes up in the morning, he just, it's so sweet. Like I don't like when he wakes up crying. I feel that's really upsetting. Like he doesn't ever wake up in the morning crying, but when he wakes up from a nap, he sometimes will cry. But when he wakes up in the morning, he's just so happy. He sits there and he talks, and it's so cute. About a month ago, he had found his tongue, and his tongue was always out. It was the cutest. He doesn't do it anymore. I think he's over that. He pulls at his ears a lot. Like he had found his ears. I had thought that he was getting ear infections, and I had asked the doctor, and they've said no, they don't have an ear infection. You will know when they have an ear infection. They will be unconsolable. He just had found his ears. What else is new about you? Hey, are you tired? Another new thing is he sucks his thumb. I feel like I'm saying cute a lot in this video, but it is so cute when he sucks his thumb. He also sucks on every other finger, but his thumb is normally the one that's in his mouth. Right now it's his index finger, so it could be any finger. He is in size 3 diapers and we prefer Pampers. I've tried Huggies. When I went home, they were the ones that were on sale because I had ran out, and I really just prefer Pampers. Since he was born, his bum has been very sensitive to what type of wipes we use. I have tried Costco wipes, I have tried Pampers, I've tried Huggies, I've tried everything. The ones that I like the best are the Pampers sensitive. Other wipes, they'll leave just like a little bit of a diaper rash, like his bum will be red, but not like blistery or raw or bleeding. But Pampers sensitive are the best ones that I have found so far. He sucks his fingers, but he does not take a soother. He just never got into that. He has done a few belly laughs. My husband has yet to catch one. I recorded one and it's so cute. You can't really get it on demand. He's belly laughed maybe a handful of times, maybe 5 or 6 times. He loves taking baths. We had bought the 4 Moms infant bath that has the temperature on it when he was born, and I loved it because I didn't know what temperature the bath needed to be, and that just told me what it needed to be. When I went home, I couldn't bring the bath on the airplane, obviously, and so what I had done is I had laid down like this, I think it's like to dry your dishes. It's like a thick foamy pad cloth thing, which I think you put your dishes on top of when they're wet and then it absorbs water. But my mom had a bunch of these, so I had folded one in half and I had just put his head under it, and then he got to lay in the bathtub and he kicks his feet. He thinks it's so much fun. So when we got home, I didn't put him in his infant bathtub again. We switched to just putting a cloth folded a bunch of times under his head so it has like a little bit of padding, because I don't want to put his head down on the tub. I need to get something else that's, I guess, made for babies laying in the tub. So I don't know if that's a thing, but I just don't want his head to be on the hard surface like that. He just lays there and he kicks his feet and he thinks it's fun, so he sits there and laughs, whereas his other baths he just would always sit there and be silent and just enjoy. But now he likes to kick and everything. So for the size clothes he's wearing, because he's so big, for being 4 months old, he wears this onesie that he's wearing is 6 to 9 months, but he also wears 6 to 12 months. Things that just say 6 months, they don't fit him. And I had a pair of shorts that said 6 to 12 months and they don't fit him either. He's grown out of them already. So he's moving, I think he'll slowly be moving out of 6 to 12 months and be moving to 12 to 18 very, very soon. As you can see, he's already sleeping. Noise doesn't bother him since he was born, because we live in Calgary where the summers are disgustingly hot. We had to buy an AC when he was just really little. He can sleep through the noise of an AC, he can sleep through the noise of a TV. I have a fan running right here, it doesn't bother him. The vacuum doesn't bother him. Talking, I will talk on the phone to my sisters all the time, and I have it on speakerphone and he doesn't wake up. Up until maybe a few days ago, he would take 2 naps a day and he would sleep for generally 3 hours, and in between his naps he was awake for about an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours. I don't force him to sleep, he just goes to sleep on his own. And so, but the last few days it's been a very interrupted sleep. Like, I don't know, like he'll sleep for an hour, he'll wake up, he'll be cranky, then he'll go back to sleep for another hour, he'll wake up, be cranky. Whereas if he just had taken his 3-hour nap, he wakes up and he's the happiest little baby. He still is a very happy baby. I cannot complain. Even on the plane, when we had flown home, both flights, I sat beside an older man, like in his mid-40s, early 50s. Each time they sat down beside me, they looked like, oh, really? We have to sit beside a crying baby? And he was amazing. We had got off the plane and there was a few different people who had stopped and said, your baby did amazing. Didn't cry. He is like the best traveler. Like, and I was like, thank you so much. Like, I am very surprised. Another thing I also wanted to mention is for myself, postpartum. Now that it has been 4 months, I have lost all of the baby weight. I have lost over 40 pounds. The last time they weighed me was when I was 39 weeks pregnant and I was 10 days overdue. So I know I had gained more weight than just 40. So I've lost all of that weight, but I feel like that I've lost it. My body does not look the same as it did before I was pregnant. I lost weight in different spots and it's just all my body is different for sure. I have extreme hair loss. Extreme hair loss. It's like handfuls come out all the time. Acne. When we flew back to BC, it's very humid there, where it's very dry in Calgary, and my skin was doing okay. My face went so bad, and it's been about a week and a half, and it's calmed down. Acne has really been an issue in the last few weeks. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. We will see you in the next one. And I want to show him, but he's sleeping. It's just not gonna work, so this is as much as I could show. I showed him in the beginning though. Thanks for watching.